name is Townsend Zena. I'm the CEO of Complete Paperless Solutions in the United States. And I mean, it's 260,000 pens in 2 years. It's just mind-boggling. And I'm hoping to do that. The focus that we're focusing on is law enforcement in the United States. They have a pretty serious issue with forms that are filling out. Hence, I'll show you my next slide right there. And that's kind of the truth. And what's very, very interesting is in law enforcement, I deal with chiefs of police on a daily basis. They're trying to go with tablets and iPads, things like that, but as it was said earlier, the natural thing to do is to write with paper and pen, even for cops. And typically what we're finding out with cops is when they're filling out a form, whether it's a traffic ticket, an accident report, arrest documents, they like to be able to kind of keep their eye on the person that they're filling the report out on, and with a tablet or a computer, you can't do that. You have to pay attention to the keyboard and what's on the screen, et cetera, et cetera. The pen is the natural thing to do. And I'm going to pick on the Chicago Police Department. They started 1 year ago a process of filling out these stop reports. It's an 8.5 by 11 on both sides. I mean, there's like 200 check boxes and several fields of data to fill out. And the cops have to submit these reports. Every time they stop somebody and frisk them or do whatever they got to do, they got to submit the report by the end of their shift. And typically what's happening is the report is on their computer screen and they got to fill it out. But when a cop stops you, they're not going out there and you know, remembering everything, or they don't have a computer with them to enter the data, so they're writing it down with a regular ballpoint pen, and then later they're in the car entering the data a second time into the computer. They started the program 1 year ago in June, and since they started, the stops in the Chicago area are down by 85%. The cops just don't want to stop and talk to anybody anymore because of the report that they have to fill out. Hence, you know, we're trying to get them to use the paper and pen, including the California Highway Patrol and large agencies like that across the country. So hopefully we'll get into the category of 260,000 pens or more in specific vertical or law enforcement vertical arena. The pen is a big way to do it. Currently, we just started a project with the University of California in Irvine, which hopefully will spread out to the rest of the university system in just California. And what they're doing is we have a parking ticket, and the officer, small, you know, 3x6 piece of paper that the officer stops because you're illegally parked, and he's going to issue a traffic ticket. But with that traffic ticket, and again, he would rather use paper and pen than a computer because they've tried it, and they're going back to paper and pen. On the Pidget, you take the Pidget, and that data is immediately transmitted back to the station, and the cop is given an email to, at that point in time, he can identify that he's got outstanding unpaid parking tickets against his car. So instead of just issuing another parking ticket, which he's going to do anyway, but he'll actually put a boot on the tire so that the car can't be driven away. Now, if there's no outstanding tickets, he knows immediately, and he just puts a new parking ticket under the windshield and moves on. And so there's a lot of opportunities because of the digital pen, and I've been doing this for a while, and I've certainly drinking the Kool-Aid about paper and pen being the absolutely outstanding method to capturing data and then getting it into the digital world with the Anoto digital pen. And I actually represent, well, I have another company that we're going to use to sell a pen, Formidable Mobile Data Capture. And I'm a representative. I've been selling a Laserfish content record management system for over 20 years now. And so I have, you know, a fair number of customers, and we do a pretty good business there. And the data that we're collecting with the pen, we're putting into Laserfish and archiving it. And I mean, there's a lot of things I could talk to you the rest of the day about how Laserfish works. And particularly in California with a new law that went into effect that starts in January called RIPA, Racial Identity and Profiling Act. and all kinds of reports that have to be done. So we're going to hopefully collect the data with the nodal digital pen, goes into Laserfish, and Laserfish automatically, without any human intervention, creates all the reporting that's necessary to report to the state agency and stuff like that. That's about it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.